So after my son was born, I had a plan, and it was to breastfeed, and it wasn't working out. We were having issues. He wasn't able to latch. I didn't get my milk until I was 8 days postpartum, so I had a lactation consultant come to the house, and she helped us every step of the way and kind of guided us and supported us. And 4 weeks later, we finally have a pro breastfeeder that came of it, and we're going strong now. It was a miracle. I really thought it would never happen. I was ready to give up, and I'm so glad I had the help. So I started going to the BOOBS group after he started breastfeeding. The next week I started going. And it was just amazing. It was so nice to meet with other women who had been having the same struggles. A lot of them had the same situation with the tongue and lip tie, and had gone to the same doctor, and we were going through all similar stuff. And we talked about everything from breastfeeding issues to sleeping issues, how we were feeling, emotional issues. It's just so nice to be able to talk with other moms. I'm going to keep going because it's not easy. It seems like it's going to be so easy. I think everybody thinks it's going to come naturally, and it's not. And even when you begin and it seems like it's okay, new challenges arise later as the time goes by. I mean, it's invaluable, absolutely invaluable to just have the support of other moms, and especially being able to see how much they're eating. I know everybody gets a little insecure about their milk supply, and they wonder all the time, how much milk am I making? And you get to find out when you weigh them. So it's even just a little bit of comfort. That's why I keep going, honestly.
Well, when we first started breastfeeding, it started in the hospital, unfortunately. One of my breasts was slightly inverted and the other one was perfect. So Aiden would only latch onto one side and not the other. But we saw 3 lactation consultants in the hospital, and they, convinced us that we'd be able to get it fixed in a couple days as he got stronger. And we went home, and it didn't get better. He actually still didn't latch on the one side. He latched on the other side, but he fed for 45 minutes. And my mommy intuition was going off, because even after the 45 minutes, he still seemed hungry. And he'd go again, and there'd be a lot of crying. He had a lot of gas, and it just for some reason I knew something was wrong. So we called another lactation person, and she had said that he was fine, everything was good, just needed to practice on the latch. And we practiced, we worked, we had to try all these different paraphernalia and things to try to get him to latch on this one side, from nipple shields to syringes to just about everything, and nothing worked. Finally, I called Care, and she recommended Peggy Reynolds, and we went and saw her, and she was a lifesaver. Number one, when we met with her, she took care of my child. Like, she made the experience all about him versus about what she wanted to get done. So Aiden was comfortable, and he was happy, and it was a good experience. And we finally figured out that he had a tongue tie and a lip tie. So 5 lactation consultants later, so glad to have found Peggy Reynolds. We went and had his tongue tie taken care of, and immediately he started breastfeeding. Number one, it didn't hurt anymore, which was a big thing because it had always hurt. And number 2, he fed, and he was what they call milk drunk, which he had actually never had before. He was always just trying to suck and go and get more, and never really, I think he probably fell asleep out of exhaustion more than anything else in the past.